Hello, I am Linda Chu. It is my honor to serve as the local administrative judge for the El Paso County and District Courts. I wanted to take a few moments to let you know that my colleagues and I are thinking about you and your families, friends, and practices. We recognize the difficulties you are facing and will continue to face in the coming months. COVID-19 has had a profound impact on our lives and on the practice of law. Everyone has been challenged, but among the hardest hit are the economically vulnerable, senior members of our communities, individuals with pre-existing physical concerns, and persons of color. Far too many people have lost their lives, and many thousands more have lost their jobs due to the pandemic. Social interactions of all kinds have been canceled or completely altered. Each of us in the legal community has experienced the pandemic differently. Some of you move seamlessly into working from home and don't miss the daily commute. Many others find themselves struggling with the responsibility of homeschooling impatient little ones or bored teenagers. Some are running errands for elderly relatives or caring for a sick loved one, all the while worrying about a fragile law practice. All of us are concerned about the possibility of contagion and the long-term effects of this virus on the economy and on our practice, and we can expect that the coronavirus will alter our lives for the foreseeable future. Things in the courts have changed and will continue to change, and that is the reason for this message. I felt it was important that you hear from me about our court's efforts to keep you safe while we ensure that the wheels of justice continue to turn. Since mid-March, our courthouse has largely been empty, but the courts themselves remain active. Every day, on a rotating basis, judges have been conducting hearings in criminal cases, family cases, and more recently, civil cases, since non-essential hearings were permitted by the Supreme Court. These hearings are being conducted via Zoom or other platforms. Judges and court staff continue to work from home, relying on technology, just as you are doing. More than 1,700 family cases, 1,500 civil cases, and 9,000 orders have been filed in the last 2.5 months. At some point, soon we hope, more of us will be able to return to the courthouse, but we need to take steps to ensure everyone's safety. I have appointed a task force to plan for the safe resumption of operations at the courthouse, and the task force has made great progress. We have conferred with public health officials and reviewed guidance on safe operations in public space, guidance on everything from the screening of visitors to appropriate cleaning processes. I know that you will understand that court operations will look quite different when we return. At least for the next several months, we have treasured a culture of accessibility and cordiality in our El Paso courts. That culture of frequent face-to-face time with judges, status conferences, and motions hearings here in court will need to be restricted, particularly in civil cases. Now, in criminal cases, because of the difficulties of transporting detainees, nearly all of our court proceedings will need to be done by phone or video conference. In-person hearings will begin June 1, but on a very limited basis, with a continued emphasis on remote hearings where possible. Our court operations plan has been posted on our website, on our Facebook page, and through the El Paso Bar Association. This is not a change any of us want, but it is a change that we believe we need in order to reduce the number of individuals in our courthouse, in our lobbies, in our elevators, and in our courtrooms. We are also examining the jury trial process to determine how we can assure safe social distancing when jurors come to the courthouse, participate in the voir dire process, hear evidence, and deliberate. When we do resume jury trials, we will need to focus on criminal trials that have been delayed the longest. Although much of our professional lives have been at least temporarily altered, I want to address what will remain the same. The El Paso County and District Courts have always been active trial courts. As a legal community, we have always believed that the best outcomes in the justice system are achieved through a vigorous and collegial trial process, and we will continue to try cases here. Our judges and lawyers have always worked together, in person and in our courtrooms, as partners to achieve justice in both criminal and civil cases. I assure you that your courts will move in the safest possible manner to allow as much of our traditional courtroom interaction to return as soon as possible. We will do this in a responsible, thoughtful way, relying on the facts, medical evidence, and wise counsel from leading experts. Your safety and the safety of our great community comes first, but our hard-earned tradition of personal interaction and reputation for the highest caliber of state trial practice will not be lost. I will continue to update you from time to time as the situation evolves. When it is safe to do so, I know that I will want to see, again, lots of you lawyers in the courtroom and in the courthouse every day, face to face. In the meantime, I wish all of you and your families, friends, and staff safety and good health. We will get through this together. Thank you.